Thanks very much, Vaden. Let's get into our final headline bulletin. The fire that swept through St. Francis Bay in the Eastern Cape has been completely extinguished. Firefighters remained on the scene last night to deal with flare-ups. The fire destroyed 12 houses while 6 were saved. 2 helicopters and around 100 firefighters were deployed to battle the blaze at Lime Road North. In December, a fire nearby Walton Road destroyed 11 houses and damaged others. Both fires started in the bush surrounding the town. Let's now cross to our reporter that's standing by, Anda Nqonji in St. Francis Bay. Anda, how are we doing there? I know that we're reporting that the flames were brought under control and that there were no casualties and that things seem to be fine this morning. But you're there on the ground. How's it looking?
Very good morning to you. Indeed, we are coming live to you from the Lime Road North here in St. Francis Bay, where 11 houses were completely destroyed by a fire that spun out of control yesterday afternoon, with one of them being the one right behind me. Now, a lady who rents this apartment says that she was right inside the house when it started. She was sleeping because she works night shift. She says she was so shocked when suddenly she could feel some smoke coming through, and she was really confused. But fortunately, a couple of people managed to come to her rescue and she actually managed to grab some of her valuables, including her cat and her computer. And she's standing right next to me right now, and her name is Esther Hazen. Ma'am, a very good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. Morning.
Can you just tell us, obviously, it was quite a traumatic state that you were in yesterday. What happened?
Well, initially I wasn't in trauma. I was just had to get out as soon as possible because the smoke has obviously affected my lungs as well. And I grabbed my cat and I grabbed my computer hard drive and I was out with my car as quickly as possible. It's just unfortunate that the house as well, the main house, everything burned down. There were also, fortunately, some people who helped take out the owner's furniture. The owner is Rodney Mulford. Yes.
And you mentioned that you've lost quite a lot. Can you just dwell a bit on that?
Yes, probably the value is about 70,000 rands. Not too much, I suppose, if you consider how fortunate one is just to get out alive. To me, it's not that bad. I feel very, very sorry for all the other houses that burned down with goods and valuables that are far more. It's a terrible loss for many people. Many people would have lost absolutely everything.
And right now, what is your current state? What are you doing? Where do you stay? You know, what are the after effects of this fire in your life?
Well, I couldn't really sleep during the night. Even my cat was having nightmares. So I'm staying with my daughter, fortunately. She has a spare room for now. So I'll have to wait and see the way forward.
Thank you so much. And that was the survivor of these fires. Her name is Miss Esther Hazen, saying that even though she hasn't lost too much in terms of value, but she feels sorry for everyone who stays here. And also remember that this has happened also. This is the second time in a space of like 12 months. So the fires are becoming quite a common occurrence in this area. And I must also mention that when we got here, they were still busy trying to dampen the houses and making sure that the fire remains controlled and it remains, closely monitored. And even if I must mention also that there's quite a few number of trucks, particularly those of firefighters, still roaming around the scene, and quite a number of residents have come out to see whether the situation is really calming and whether the fires are really contained. But right now, from me, Anda Nqonji, and camera person Tobani Blom, it's back to you in studio.
All right, Anda, thanks very, very much for that update coming from St. Francis. Let's move on.